What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel again. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. If you are returning, welcome back. So today is going to be a little bit different. We're not going to be working on my F30. We're actually going to be working on LJ's F30 behind me. He is under No Clutch Garage. You can check him out on Instagram. I'll put it somewhere down here in the bottom of the video as well, so you can check it out. His is a 340, so in other words, it's the much souped up, faster version of my car. But what we're gonna be doing today is we're actually gonna be wrapping his V-brace bars that are right behind the grill. A lot of people do this as a really cool accent color. It's super simple. The hardest part's probably taking off the grill. I told him if we can't get it off, we'll just cut it off with a saw. But other than that, we'll jump into the video. I'll do a little instruction on kind of how to do it and some key tips that I've worked with. But other than that, we'll go ahead and jump right into it. Thanks. All right, guys, so what we're gonna start with here, we're gonna take out these bolts right here. They hold the front of the bumper at the top here on. Once we do that, we're gonna be able to pull this back, get behind there, pop all the tabs that are around the grill. Once we do that, we'll be able to actually remove the grill and get in there to those bars. We'll clean those, get them all cleaned up, dried, and then we'll put the wrap on there. So I'll go ahead and set the tripod up so we can get started.
I believe in you.
I'm trying to hurt us. I should have stretched.
You gotta do some hand stretches.
Yeah. All right, guys, so like I said, there's 6 bolts here on the front. They're all T30s, and then you have 2 on each end. These right here, these are T25s. You can take them out with pretty much any of the little attachments. I've got it on a ratchet here, but they come out pretty easy, so it's probably one of the easiest parts of the whole thing. All right, so after you get the 6 bolts on the front with the T30s, and you get your 2 T25s on the top corner. Next, you're gonna have these 4 clips. Good thing for those is they don't actually have to come off. It's real simple. It's a little tug. Comes right outside, see? Outside the clips. From there, we'll pull this up, actually get behind the grill, and try our best to get these tabs out. All right, so the next step is, we're gonna go ahead and try to get these grills out. I'm gonna let him go behind there and try to actually pop the tabs. I'm trying to get the grills out. Like I said, this is the hardest part.
So, I don't know how well you can look. You can come back here and look. But if you look back there, you see these little tabs right here? These are the ones that are really hard to take out. So, I don't know, the best way I've done this before is you push in, there's like a little safety thing right there, and you push it in here, and on the other side you kind of pull it back, and then you'll feel that it loosens up, and as that one is pulled, you push the next one, and you kind of see now we got progress. They're starting to come out, and then you go to the next one.
You just made that look easy.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I guess there was supposed to be one right here, but it's broken off.
So you guys can see how painful that is. It is not an easy process. The best part about this is, once you get one out, all you gotta do is stick your hand behind there and you can get the other.
So what I would say, just based on that, is be careful not to flex your bumper too much. It's pretty strong anyway, so I don't think it'll break, but you definitely don't want to cause any damage. Also be careful with the tabs. They're made out of plastic, so they'll break, and they're in the front of your car where your engine is, so the plastic will be extra brittle. So just be careful with that. But like Dallas said, once you have this, you can pretty much go anywhere. So
So we did not have to break out the saw for this one.
So the second one will be a lot easier because you're able to reach all the places that you need to reach.
Let's see what those tabs look like so we can understand how they pop off.
So these tabs, if you're looking at it, yeah, like this. So basically they're hooked on like that so they don't come off. So what you have to do is press down on it and slide them through. But just remember, when you're doing that, you kind of have to keep some pull on it so that it doesn't go back in, because if you pull this one out, move on to the next one, the flex in the bumper is going to cause it to go back and snap back in. So you kind of have to play with it a little bit. But once you get one out, it's pretty easy to get the other ones out.
So what we're going to use next is we're going to clean the bars. So they're a little bit dirty, as you can expect. So if you come down here, you can just see, I mean, they're covered with just like a little bit of residue. I'm going to use two types of cleaners. So some people would use like a purple power or anything heavy like that. For me, what I'm going to use is, this is actually what I use on my wheels for dirt and grime. It is it's made by Chemical Guys. I'll put the link in there, and if you guys want to check it out, you can. But it's a sensitive cleaner. That's why I use it on my wheels. I'm gonna go actually refill it because I don't have a whole lot in here. But we're gonna start with this, and then we're gonna end it with just some simple Dawn dish soap and water. That'll get all the oils and greases off, make sure it's clean. Use microfiber towels and clean it up really good, and then we'll get the wrap started. All right, so next what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab some microfiber towels. Doesn't really have to be anything nice, of course, we're just using this to get it clean. These are some ones that I had laying around the house. Like I said, we're gonna use this first. This is my dirt and grime that I use on my wheels. It's real sensitive, so we're not gonna mess anything up behind here. It's also not gonna leave a whole lot of chemicals behind that'll make the actual vinyl wrap not stick. After that, we're gonna follow it up with this. It does look like pee, but I promise you it's not. This is literally just a couple drops of orange, just dish soap and water. Literally like just a few drops, you don't want too much. And I may follow it up with a little water just to make sure we're getting it fully clean of any residue. And as you'd expect, you're just gonna scrub them from every angle. Make sure they get nice and clean. I think you're gonna need a new Hedrickle fly scotter.
That's not good.
It's like a flux capacitor, but it's faster. All right, guys, so like I said, what I did was I took this really sensitive wheel cleaner that I have, went in and wiped the bars down with that. After that, followed it up with a little bit of soap and water. I just used some orange dish soap I had inside and a little bit of water. And then now I'm about to follow it up with just some regular water. The reason why I say that is just use a little bit of water at the end. It's gonna get all the oils and anything else that might have been left on there from soap or anything else. Just to make sure they're extra clean so they're actually gonna be able to stick. So I'll show you what they look like now that they're clean. So, pretty much clean enough to eat off of. But I'm gonna go ahead and follow up with some water, and then from there, we'll go ahead and get started on the wrapping. All right, guys, so like I said, we just finished cleaning everything up with all the chemicals. We did, of course, the degreaser cleaner that I use on my wheels. Super sensitive stuff, that's why I use it. It's not gonna mess up any metal or anything like that. Other than that, we used soap and water to kind of take off the grease from that, as well as clean it up a little bit more. And then from there, I followed up with just some regular water. One thing to note is always make sure that you're following up with different cloths each time. You don't want to use the same cloth for the whole thing, of course, because you're trying to slowly degrade down the chemicals off of there as you're cleaning it. Of course, you need a little bit of chemicals to actually get it clean. And then from there, you can start taking it down to actually get the chemicals and the remaining residue off. Other than that, I always follow it up, like I said, with water at the end and then a dry cloth to kind of make sure I'm doing everything. One thing I'll note is make sure you're actually doing all the nooks and crannies, even if you don't think that the wrap is actually gonna go there. The point behind that is when we cut the wrap, we're not gonna make it exact. Like I said, you're not gonna be able to see up in the upper corners of it, By doing that, if there is anything that overlays into the top corners where there might have been extra dirt that you didn't think you needed to clean, the wrap would then start peeling up. So make sure you clean it really good. Cleaning it is probably the most important part of this process, just because that's gonna tell you the longevity of the wrap, how well it's gonna stay on there, and pretty much see how long it's gonna stay good. So other than that, what we're gonna do now is I'm actually letting it air dry. I wanna make sure that it's fully dry. There's no liquids, no dries, no oils, nothing. And then in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and start putting the bolts back into the bumper, get everything else hooked back up, because when we're finished, we're just gonna snap those grills back in. We won't have to worry about uninstalling, popping tabs and all that again. So other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on putting this bumper back on. So everything's dry now. Got the bumper back attached. We got the seal back on. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and measure for the vinyl. So we're gonna measure pretty much the length of the bars. As far as width, we're gonna go about 2.5 inches. I'll update on the next section if we do change that, but I'm just gonna measure the overall length of the bars. So it looks like we're gonna need about 1 foot. One thing I suggest is when you do buy the wrap for this, so this is, what is this, 1 foot by 5 foot? So 1 foot by 5 foot, I recommend going with that just so that you've got some extra. The best part about this is if you do it wrong, you can always pull it off and redo it. So that's the best kind of part, is you can just trial and error with it. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go inside, we're gonna cut this about 2.5 inches wide and then 1 foot long. We'll do 2 of them, and then we'll come out here and start actually putting them on the car. So we have the strips here. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna go in here, we're gonna pull the top edge off like that. I'm gonna stick this right in here at the top. I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. Now, instead of wrapping it around or starting on the edge line, I'm gonna start at the top, the center. So as I go down, I'm gonna slowly pull this down as I go. And all I'm gonna do is put some pressure in the center to make it stick to the bar. That way I know that this whole strip is centered. After it's centered, I'll go in and actually wrap around the sides. That way we know it's centered and it's gonna wrap fully around and it's gonna line up appropriately.
If you had one shot.
One opportunity.
Today, everything you ever wanted.
Would you capture it? Or just let it stick? We've made contact. Alright guys, so if you look in here, you can see all I have done is it's literally just attached on the center of the bar. And that's the only point of contact we currently have. Like I said, the reason why I do that is you want to make sure it's centered so that you have enough to wrap around to the back sides. guys, so we got the wrap on the bars now. So next we're gonna go ahead and get the grills put in. I think they came out pretty good. What do you think?
They look really good. We just have to see what it looks like with these on.
All right, there's a little sneak peek. That's what it looks like now. And we're gonna go ahead and pop the grills in so we can see the finished and final product. All right, so LJ is gonna do the honors of putting the grills back in. Like I said, guys, they're just snap on. So they should just, a little bit of pressure, push them in and it should snap right back into place. For you, Mr. Krabs. What do you think?
Good.
Yeah, I think I did good.
You think you did good?
Yeah, that'll be $1,000. All right, guys, so that pretty much sums up the video for today. I think the bars came out great. No clutch garage. LJ here seems to be pretty happy with it. I told him we should just rip it all off and just have him do it so we can make sure he knows how. But anyways, guys, if you have the chance to help somebody out in the community, whether it's in your hometown or anybody else, especially when it comes to cars, we love helping each other. I was happy to help him. We put this off for several months now, so it has been a long coming. But now that we're able to do it, I was able to take everything that I learned from when I did it on my car for the first time, all the mistakes, and make sure that I did it better on his car and show him how to do it. And maybe one day he'll help me do a little bit more mechanical stuff that he's a little bit more inclined to do. So other than that, what are your final thoughts?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think you pretty much covered everything. It's always good to come together as a community and just help each other out. I really like collaborating with people and just sharing my knowledge. I know that I don't know everything, I know that you don't know everything, but whatever we know, if we combine it, we eventually have more knowledge collectively, and I think anybody can benefit, especially since we're putting this out on social media and on YouTube for people to learn. I do mostly mechanical stuff, but this was quite an experience. I'm glad that I had Dallas to teach me how to do this, and honestly, I think he did a really good job. So thank you, Dallas. I appreciate you.
Happy to help, man. Other than that, guys, this pretty much sums up the video for today. We were able to do the bars on here. I think we did it in what, under an hour? Something like that? Less than an hour? If it takes you longer than that, it's okay too. It is a difficult process and sometimes it takes a little bit of work. Other than that, I will have links in the description to not only the wrap that we used on his, which is the gloss red. I'll link the one that I have on mine, which is actually like a matte maroon. I'll also link the cleaner that I used, which I also use on my wheels as well. It's a real sensitive actual cleaner, so it's not gonna mess up any metal or anything like that. I'll also link the spray bottles I use. They're chemical guys. They come in a 3-pack, 4-pack, something like that. And I'll also list out the tools and everything that we use too, so you guys know what metrics they're using. I think it was T30 and T25 is the actual wrenches that we use. So other than that, guys, we'll go ahead and sum up the video. If you have not liked this video, go ahead and do that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure that you subscribe down below. I will have some more stuff coming out in the future. I will make sure that I link his profile as well, both Instagram and YouTube under No Clutch Garage. I'll also have it right down here, and then in like half a second I'll also do mine as well. And follow me on Instagram and comment down below. Let us know what you think. Do you think it could have been done in a better color? What color do you have on yours? Anything like that? I'm gonna go ahead and sum up here. You guys have a great one. See you in the next video.